Hello, students. Today you're going to start off with math fluency. So you already know the drill. I'm going to have you pick up one slip of paper from the cabinet near the art wall. Pick up the level that you're currently on. Go ahead and do that now. And if you want to pause the video, pause it now before we continue on. All right, now that you're back, you guys know the drill. It's a multiplication table. When I say go, you're going to start. Ready, set, go. Go ahead and get as much of it as you can. Complete it before the timer runs out. Three, two, one. If you already have your sheet, what you can do is you can start filling in the gaps of the previous one that you did. So the first one you did, see what numbers you didn't complete and start filling in those gaps. But do not start the new one yet. Make sure you're quiet, all right? Don't be loud. Don't be interrupting. Don't be blurting. Just follow along. All right, if you need more time, you can pause right now. Otherwise, worksheet for today, and just hit pause on the video for now. Pass out the worksheet for today. Once the worksheets are all passed out, you can hit on pause, or you can play again. So I just want to do a little bit of review before I let you off and do your homework. So you have this worksheet here. Make sure you follow along. Make sure you take notes because you will be turning this in. So question number 1 says, Bob and Pat are bringing cookies for their class. Bob said we need 10 cookies for every 5 people. Pat said, no, we need 2 cookies for every person. And Gary said, you two are basically saying the same thing. Draw a diagram to prove Gary's point. Well, let's go back to what Bob said. He said we need 10 cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for every 5 people. So we're going to draw 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to distribute these cookies evenly. So think about how many cookies each person is going to get. Think about that. How does that relate to what Gary said? Or not what Gary said, what Pat said. 2 cookies every person. Well, if I take a look, based on the diagram that we drew for Bob, if we distribute the cookies evenly, this person gets 2 cookies. That person gets 2 cookies. 2 cookies for that person, 2 more cookies for this person, and 2 more cookies for that person. So we get what Pat said, and that's why Gary was saying that you're saying the same thing, because at the end of the day, if we have 10 cookies for 5 people and 2 cookies for 1 person, those are ratios. 10 to 5, 2 to 1. And if I were to find the value of those ratios, well, 10 over 5 is equal to 2. And 2 over 1 is also equal to 2. So they are equivalent. They are equivalent ratios. Problem number 2, where they ask us to study the number line below. It's something to do with ice cubes and cups of water. So what is the ratio of ice cubes to cups of water? Study the number line, and then I want you to write 1 ratio of ice cubes to cups of water. Do that now. Question number 2 says, how many ice cubes do I need for 12 cups of water? So if I were to be doing this problem, I'm looking for a pattern. If I see cups of water, we're going up by a certain number. 3, 6. Think about what the next 2 numbers will be. And then the top one is going up by 1s. 1, 2, 3. Think about what this next number would be. That's all I'll say. And that'll help you with question number 2. Question number 3 says, how much water do I need for 12 ice cubes? So let's think about it this way. Back when I had 1 ice cube for 3 cups of water, that's the ratio that I was using. And I'm going to say ice cubes over water. But now the question is, if I have 12 ice cubes, oops, got that one wrong. If I have 12 ice cubes, how much water do I need? Well, you got to ask yourself, how do I go from 1 to 12? Whatever that answer is, it has to be equivalent. So whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. And that's how you'll get your answer to question number 3. The last one, BLT recipes. So a BLT is a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. It needs 4 ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you make that sandwich. Now the question is, how would Johnny's BLT sandwiches taste if he used 10 tomatoes for 3 sandwiches? Well, this recipe here makes 1 sandwich. If I were to make 3 sandwiches, how many tomatoes would I need for 3 sandwiches? How many tomato slices? If I use 10, how will those sandwiches taste? Will it follow the recipe correctly? Will it be too much tomato? Would it be too little tomatoes? That's for question 1. Question 2 says, Timothy has 4 leaves of lettuce. How much of the other ingredients will he need if he follows the recipe correctly? Well, again, this recipe is for 1 sandwich. If 1 sandwich needs 2 leaves, when he's using 4 leaves, that means I need 2 sandwiches. So just tell me, For 2 sandwiches, how much bacon will I need? How much tomato will I need? And how much bread will I need? The last one. How many teaspoons of bacon will you need to feed 5 people? So if each person gets 1 sandwich, and for 1 sandwich, you needed 6 teaspoons of bacon. Now if I have 5 people, how much bacon will I need? Answer those 3 questions. I also have a bonus question on the back for you. I'm not going to go over too much of this, but all it is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different representations. You're going to match the cards that go with each other. Read the directions, match the cards, put them down here. Make sure you keep this worksheet until tomorrow. Don't turn it into the bin. I want you to be responsible by holding on to it and bringing it back to me tomorrow. After you've done all of that, I'm going to have you work on your homework problems. The problems are on pages 178 to 179, numbers 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. You also need to do the problems on page 183 to 185, and the problem numbers are 74, 75, 76, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. The rest of class time, there's what you're working on. I'll see you tomorrow.